Well, out here in the corral, you can see the weaned calves behind me. You might be able to hear some rustling in the trailer. Bought some new animals a while ago. I'm gonna let them out, get them unloaded into the corral, and then I'll tell you a little more about them. Try to get him turned around here, give you a view of them. Of course, they're all worked up. These are 9 yearling heifers, and I would have bought more if they would have had them, but there were just hardly any yearling heifers, especially black or black baldies. Today, I was not at the Joplin sale barn. They would have had quite a few more if I went there. I think I'm gonna head that way next week. See if I can get 20 or 30 more. I don't want to freak these girls out any more than I have to, so I'm gonna stay back a little bit. But they weigh just under 700 pounds, and that's because they're a little thin. Don't have much condition on them, and a few of them are pretty skinny. So I'm gonna worm them. I'm gonna start giving them a little feed just to calm them down over the next couple weeks. And then once I know they're healthy and they're gaining weight again, I'll mix them in with our home-raised heifers, and we'll stick a bull in with them, and hopefully have some bred heifers here in a couple months. So there's, let's see here, 2, 3, 4, 5 black baldies, 2 blacks, and 1 red and 1 yellow Shar cross. I don't really like the yellow one just because we don't have any yellows anywhere. So that may be one we breed and sell later. She just came with the group, and I wanted the other one, so I'm gonna lock up the corral here just in case they get any ideas. This is actually the first time I bought anything online. I always watch the sales on DV auction, but I've never actually bought anything. And today I had some work stuff to do, and I kind of just had the auction playing in the background while I was working. And then anytime some yearlings came on, I'd pay a little more attention. You know these girls are hungry because they're eating some really old combine fescue hay. Even the cows don't hardly like to eat that stuff. So they're a little thin, like I said. They just need some decent hay, and I'll give them some feed for a while, and they should put on quite a bit of weight here. With their frame size right now, if they weren't super skinny, they should be weighing well over 7, and right now they weigh 660. So bigger framed heifers, they're just needing some groceries. I did not pay that much for them. I was expecting to pay 2,500 bucks for 7 weight heifers. Obviously these weren't 7 weights, but I was expecting to pay, you know, 2,500 bucks for heifers to breed this fall, if not more. And these were a heck of a lot cheaper than that. Anyway, a little warmer, a little feed, and some good hay. I don't want to kick them out onto pasture yet until I know they're healthy and good to go. But yeah, little groceries, and they should be decent heifers. Crazy thing is, these are from about 10 miles north of here, according to what the auctioneer said. So local heifers. It's not like these are out-of-state cattle anyway. I'm gonna go get these girls a feeder if I can find one and drag it over. With them being so thin, obviously there's concern that they'll even breed here in a month. And worst case, they don't. I spent so little on them, I'm not too concerned about getting my money back out of them. And most likely if they weigh 200-300 pounds more here in 6 months, they'll bring quite a bit more than I paid for them. So anyway, hopefully most of them breed, but the ones that don't obviously are getting shipped off along with the rest of them. And yeah, I found 2 feeders and a mineral block, so I'm gonna drag at least one of these feeders in there. Turns out I couldn't just pull one feeder. My dad tied them together with a rope, and he pretty much just knotted it at the end, so I couldn't get it off. But anyway, plenty of room for them now. They've got a mineral block in there. I'm gonna go get them a little feed and see if they're used to eating grain or if they've just been running on grass all summer. They definitely know what feed is. That's 759 there. She's a little wild so far. Since they were raised so close to here, I'm guessing they were on some pretty short grass most of the summer and fall since we were in a drought. So they're just a little skinny. Anyway, I'm gonna let them eat, slowly get them calmed down and used to me walking around over the next week. I'll probably try to give them some wormer tomorrow. And see how they do. Well, it's been about a week and a half since I bought those heifers. They've calmed down a little bit. Still a little more wild than I'd like them, but they have gotten used to me walking in there and dumping a bucket of grain. So anyway, I need to make room for some other heifers coming in here in a day or two. So I'm gonna run them through the chute, get them wormed, load them on the trailer, and then mix them in with our home-raised heifers and see how they get along. Actually, I shouldn't really need to run them through the chute. If I can get them all in the tub in the alley, I can just pour them and let them back out. Use that thing to hopefully guide them that way. Okay, girls. No. Come on. Heifers already made their way down the alley while I was doing that. We'll see if they'll go in the tub on their own too. Come on, girls. Come on. Come on. One time. Okay, that worked out pretty good. These things weigh in between 600 and 700. Okay, they're back on the trailer. Oh, off the gate, off the gate. Hey, hey, hey. There they go. Make sure no one got turned over in there. I don't know if you can see them. This camera's not doing a good job showing them. But that's a new one. Pretty much the exact same size as the others. I'm gonna call that a win. Hard to compare sizes when they're not together. Anyway, they're gonna wander off. They're gonna wander the fence lines. Hopefully eat some grass. This field has that Max Q fescue we planted 2 years ago now. So yeah, the heifers are liking it, putting on weight. So these new heifers ought to do the same. It's the following morning. I'm out here looking for the heifers. They are not in the open pasture, which means they're probably by the pond. So I'm gonna head down there and see if I can get them to follow me back. There they are. So they're all here. Wild one is still too nervous to eat. Like I said, these girls match really, really well. If it wasn't so windy, I'd walk over and show you the height, but it's almost exact. So really pleased with them. They just need a couple of them still need to figure out that I'm feeding grain every morning. And there's really not enough room for all of them on these feeders, I know that, but they're not getting much feed anyway. Just enough to keep them interested, so when we need to catch them or preg check them or whatever, they'll pretty much follow us anywhere. So anyway guys, with that being said, hope you all enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.